Alright, what's happening everybody? It's Lily, obviously. What's up? So I meant to make this video back in December, around the end of December, because it was kind of like a big announcement video, and I wanted to do it before getting together at family events and whatnot, but it just didn't end up happening. I was busy getting ready to go to school, hadn't seen Mary in a while, so I was hanging out with her, just generally having a good time, and it just never got around to getting done. But I'm getting it done now, so haha. So, back in September, I want to say, maybe, I'm sure a couple of you dudes noticed that I changed my pronouns on Facebook from female to male, and I also changed my designated gender from female to gender fluid. Didn't really get a lot of feedback from that, and I think it was, I don't know if it was just because people didn't see, or it was just something they kind of ignored. Not a big deal, because it was kind of like the first step in, I guess, like a coming out kind of adventure. But yeah, so I wanted to kind of expand on that and explain a little bit, because I know I've gotten a lot of questions from family members lately, and generally just people being confused. They're like, what's going on with you? Like, can you explain? And I'm like, what's up? I'm totally here. So that's what this video is for. So yeah, for the past 2 years maybe, I've been using male pronouns online with a lot of friends. They've been super amazing and supportive. Really means a lot to me, so shout out to those of you who have me on Facebook. I don't even know. But anyway, I have identified as gender fluid for quite a while now. And it's definitely something that I still identify as. But along the way, I have found that identifying, or like passing as male, is something that I was really, really comfortable with. I started binding in August of 2014. For those of you who don't know what that means, it just means binding your breasts, so wearing something that will flatten your chest. And when I started binding, I started getting mistaken for being a dude, like in public. And, you know, rather than it being something like super uncomfortable for me, it was like, yeah, like I want this to happen more often. Like I'd kind of be okay with this happening all the time. And so it was, you know, it was, cat. It was a really interesting thing for me. And so, you know, it involved a lot of introspection, and it's, you know, the main part of this, I think, has been 2 years in the making, but honestly, it's kind of been a lifelong thing. For those of you who know me pretty well, you know that I have always been a bit of a tomboy kind of thing. Never really been into the girly stuff, always wearing guy clothes. Honestly, when I was a kid, I remember thinking, like, man, I wish I was a guy. Like, I wish I would, like, I feel like a guy in a girl's body. But yeah, because of the way that society is, that wasn't something I learned a lot about when I was younger, and I honestly didn't even think it was a possibility. I didn't even consider it, and so, you know, I don't know who told me that that wasn't a thing. I don't know if someone actually did specifically, but I know I learned that it wasn't normal. So I kind of took on that, the tomboy label, and I just kind of ran with it, and honestly, for a really long time, I was totally happy with it, but, you know, the last couple years in particular have been, like, really, I don't know, I guess life-changing for me, just, in a personal sense. And so I have a couple friends who've helped me out with this a lot. Like, you know, I've had questions, and a lot of them know a lot more about gender stuff than I do, or did rather, although I'm still learning every day. Holla back. So, you know, it took a while for me to come to terms with everything. But in October, I came out to my mom as transgender, and it was really, really exciting. You know, kind of nerve-wracking, but, you know, my mom's always been a pretty open-minded and awesome individual, so I wasn't super worried about, like, you know, anything crazy happening. It was going to be something that both of us had to adjust to. But ever since then, I've just felt more and more confident in that decision to move forward with this personal journey of mine, I guess. I wasn't sure how to tell everyone. I didn't think a Facebook post would be enough, I guess, and I kind of dreaded the idea of, you know, individually taking people aside at like family functions and being like, yo, so I'm a dude now, so yeah. Really didn't like that idea. And then Mary gave me the idea she was like, yo, you should just like make a video, just address everybody like all at once. I'm like, why didn't I think of that? So yeah, here I am making this video. I am a female to male transgender. I still identify as gender fluid, so that might be a little confusing for people. But I know that I have feminine and masculine traits in me, and I'm comfortable with the fluctuation on a day-to-day basis. But I also know that I am so much more comfortable living my life as a guy, and passing as a guy, and being a guy, you know. And it's been a long time coming, but this is something that I want. This is who I am, and I'm really excited for it. I started talking to my doctor in, I want to say, yeah, like October-ish, in Chatham. And he put me on like a referral list to this place in Toronto. But now that I'm living in Ottawa, it's probably I'm gonna have to find another doctor and kind of get things rolling again. But it's not really a big deal, you know, it's just another step. I definitely want to start hormone therapy. And for people who don't know what that means, it just means taking testosterone. And that means that there will be some physical changes in the next few months, hopefully, fingers crossed. And my voice will drop. And since I'm in Ottawa and, you know, everyone else is really far away, I wanted to make this video to also let everyone know that I'm going to be doing a blog. The blog is actually already in existence. I've been doing it with a friend of mine since like a little bit before the summer. He is also transitioning. His name is Jay. So if you want to follow my journey, I'm going to put a link in this video. Actually, probably two links. One link to the blog itself, and that's just for me and Jay in general. So I don't know if you'd be interested in seeing his stuff as well, but if you are, there you go. If you're specifically interested in my story only, I'm going to put another link to like just my stuff, like, and it's tagged as Lily, and you'll be able to follow along and see what I'm doing. Once I start tea, I definitely want to do like, I don't know if I'll do weekly videos or like bi-weekly videos. I don't know if that's the right term, bi-monthly, I don't know. I meant like twice a month. It just kind of depends. But I'm definitely going to be doing like, you know, updates here and there, like just photos and videos, and probably going to be reblogging a lot of resources and information for myself and for other people who are curious and want to learn a little bit more about all this. But yeah, so thank you for watching this video, and to the friends and family that I've already talked to about this, thank you so much for your support. It honestly means the world to me. I know that it's a big adjustment for a lot of people, but you guys have been amazing, and it really means a lot to me. And for those of you who are just getting this news, what's up? Sorry I didn't say anything earlier. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Toss them in the comments below, or if it's something that you're worried that might offend me, or, you know, it's like a sensitive question, you know, send me a private message on Facebook, it's whatever. If you are watching this video and you're like, oh, that's weird, oh, I don't like that at all, oh, I'm disgusted, that kind of thing, do yourself a favor and unfriend me, because this is a big deal for me. This is a very personal thing for me. I'm not super open about stuff, I guess, like, I'm pretty charismatic, but when it comes to personal stuff, like, it takes a lot for me to, you know, get out there. But this is a really big deal for me. It's also very exciting, and if you're not supportive of that, or if you have negative shit to say, either keep it to yourself or do me a favor and just unfriend me, because we're probably not gonna get along. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching this video, and hopefully I will see you soon, and I'll keep you updated. Pacha.